There's this video by Dr. Amalina Bakri, who is a Malaysian physician working in London. And she has a series where she does myth busting about Malay postpartum practices. The one I saw is about Bertungku, or hot stone massage, where you have a stone that is warmed up, wrapped in a cloth, and then placed on top of your uterus to help recovery. So here she says, hot stone massage is not a must after childbirth. It's a myth that this massage is obligatory in order to help your uterus recover and to take out air from your abdomen. You can use it for comfort, but your uterus will shrink back on its own with hormones and time. Avoid placing heat directly on birth wounds like episiotomy or C-section scar. She said that she herself, because she gave birth in London, she didn't do this and her uterus went back on its own. So in my work as a postpartum nurse now, of course, all the women here don't do bertungku. In part of our work, we also have to palpate the uterus to check the fundus stand, like its measurement from the navel. And without fail, we do see in a healthy woman that from the first day of birth, that's considered day one, we see the uterus does go down by 1 centimeter from the navel very regularly. And at the end of the week, like we work 8 or 9 days consecutively, the uterus is usually back in the pelvis and we can't feel anything anymore. So it's true that the uterus will contract without the use of this hot stone massage. So we'll read some of the comments. Here's one from Liana Ramli. Why are you so persistent in making content to blame Bertungku, to blame these traditional practices? The midwife herself will also not ask you to place the hot stone on your C-section scar. And there's a proper way to do it. And it has been proven that this hot stone massage can help to get rid of gas or air and relieve pains, such as senggugut, menstrual cramps. Traditional medicine should be respected and not mocked just because you have a London degree. Here, Mira Mazlan said, but I like to do this hot stone massage. My body feels light and fresh. Ada FRH said, I agree, doctor. A hot stone massage is great, but don't do it just because you feel scared or you feel forced to do it. If you do hot stone massage, your body will feel relaxed. If you go to the physio, the staff will give you a warm towel to relax your muscles before physio. So she's comparing that that's similar to this hot stone massage. You put something warm over your uterus. It also helps your uterus, which is a big muscle, to relax. She says like, what is it? Tradition and science equals an empowered recovery. She's saying like tradition is good, but don't be afraid of ilmu. Ilmu is knowledge in Malay. I guess indirectly she's saying like tradition is not knowledge and science is knowledge. So that's where I would disagree because I see in my work here with mostly Caucasian women that they don't have any traditions to follow. They are following what is considered science, right? What is considered the most modern, the most helpful knowledge that we have. And yet there are so many problems that they have. For example, they don't know. For them, they think, okay, 7 days after birth, they should be able to go out and everything will go back to normal. Whereas in many Muslim societies, so not just Malays, but many Muslim societies have the period of the 40 days or 42 days, and this is considered a sacred time of recovery for mother and child, a time for bonding, and a time where both mother and child are still vulnerable to outside influences. And that's why mother and baby are encouraged to stay home or limit their activities greatly for the first 40 days or so. So I think after working here for a while, now I've worked here about 5 months in this job, I really appreciate our Malay postpartum traditions, and in fact, any indigenous postpartum tradition, anything that gives importance to the time at home for mother and baby and not be rushing them to go back to their original life because yeah, one, that doesn't exist anymore, and two, you really need the time to recover. So now I really appreciate coming from a culture and a tradition that has these practices, and that yeah, even if you just follow them lightly, like you don't have to follow every single taboo or observe every single rule, like the old wives' tales, but just following them minimally, I think that's already a huge advantage that we have over having a purely medical postpartum period. All right, that's all I wanted to share for now. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.